Alright. We are here. Alright, hey everybody. This is Negative Gamma here with a new series. But hey, I did promise you guys a new video, didn't I? Or not video, new series in the last video. So I actually just tried recording this and my microphone didn't record anything. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so things I learned from last time. I can get this done really fast. I'm a lot better at commentating if I don't focus because I can play this game really well. And I can play as just Tails. But I am thinking that for the sake of it being Sonic 2, for right now, we are just going to play as Sonic and Tails. Because that just seems to fit. So I actually, yeah, like I said, I just recorded this one to go edit it because I am a good content creator for you guys. I wanted to go and upload something, actually, series-wise, for the first time in, have I ever actually even done a consistent series? These are all questions that we do. Okay, we have an answer to that. No, I haven't. But I actually want to do this, so I'm gonna kind of. If what I'm saying seems a little rushed, it's because I actually I had thoughtful discussions and things that I was sharing in the last video, and it's kind of not recording my audio. So anyways, what this is, guys, is last year was Sonic's 25th anniversary. And for that, they released that we would be getting a new game, Sonic Mania as well as Sonic Forces. But for right now, we're focusing on Mania. And that's coming out in August. And I thought it would be really fun if I was to start a series of me playing through the old classic Sonic games as a countdown to when Sonic Mania comes out. I almost tried to do a homing attack there. So, I'm going to be kind of uploading it every other day, doing, just some playthroughs of these older games, and oh my goodness, look at me go fast. Hurt. I mean, look at this. Alright. Anyways, so, for those of you who don't know, I actually am a massive Sonic fan. Although, if we're being 100... Okay, I missed the checkpoint. If we're being 100% honest, 35 seconds. I think that's a new record for me on this stage. I am more of a modern Sonic fan, but that's because that's more of what I've had experience playing. So, considering this is the first time I've done anything Sonic-related on my channel, I'm going to kind of share a little bit of this with you. And this was stuff I actually didn't include in my last one. So the games that I played the most, Sonic-wise, Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 1 were probably the biggest ones that got me really hooked on Sonic. I'll do a video on this later if you guys ask me about it, though. So what I'm saying is, I've never been as big of a classic Sonic fan, but some of the classic Sonic games I really like. Sonic 2 is probably my favorite, but then again, I haven't really played all of the other ones due to a lack of not really owning them. I mean, duh. Right? So, I still have no rings. Sonic 2 is probably my favorite, and you're probably wondering, Negative, you idiot, why aren't you starting with the first Sonic if you're doing a countdown here? Well, my answer to that is, I actually don't like the first one. And no, it's not because, I know people are going to get upset with me for that, if any of you actually care. But, hopefully I get a couple new viewers, because that would be awesome. To be able to share some of my stupidity with you guys. But, basically my point is, I own the first Sonic game. It was the Game Boy one, so granted, when I say this, know that I never really experienced the first one, and so that may be part of the problem, like the actual first one, considering the Game Boy one, from what I understand, is not all that great. Now, I want to make something really clear. I still like the game. It's just, specifically, I really had trouble. I don't know if you guys have ever had this kind of issue with games before, where if you play a level that you can't really get past, it kind of just gets you mad at the game. Well, that is totally what happened to me. I could not beat Labyrinth Zone, and so as a result, I don't really like most underwater stages because I can never beat Labyrinth Zone. I still have not beaten Labyrinth Zone. I mean, I tried playing it again a couple months back, you know, to give it a try, and guess what? No, I still can't do it. I mean, like, I am that bad. So I might give that one a try later on for you guys, but for right now, specifically right now, I don't want to do it. So I'm starting off with Sonic 2 because that's probably the classic Sonic game that I know the best, so that I don't look like a total scrub when I'm playing this. That way, it's pathetic as this is going to sound, and maybe I'll even record some of my initial gameplay. But that way I don't look like a total idiot, you know, playing a game and not even really knowing what I'm doing. If that makes any sense. Because I'm going to go kind of try to play through a couple of them so I at least don't look totally bad. But maybe, you know what, I'll replay them anyways, and then you can look at me be bad. I'm going to kind of leave that one up to you guys. This one's still going to be a couple more episodes, because obviously we need to finish it. Sonic 2 before we start moving on to another one. But my goal is to upload, you know, a video every other day as a countdown to Sonic Mania. If I am not mistaken, I think that as of today, June 20th, there are 60 days left until Sonic Mania comes out, which is August 15th. I wanted to do this on 60 days, which was a couple days ago, but I kind of had some difficulties with that. And as a result, no, we will... I'm actually going to take this a little slow here because this part always aggravates me. I mean, like, I know how to get up from this poison water if I have to because I've had to do it so many times, but I would easily prefer not to. For the sake of lack of effort from me, and so that you guys don't have to watch me get angry with the game as I try to get out of places. So, you see, when I actually first started doing Sonic 2, because the way that I actually finished it... Okay, we're going to back up a little bit. So I played a lot of the classic Sonic games on the Genesis collection, which is actually what I'm playing it on right now, if you couldn't tell. Oh, crap. No! See, that's what I was afraid of. And he backed out of the way just in time, so I'm going to look like a scrub right there. I did this flawless my first time. Maybe I'll just, like, leave the audio of, but then show my playthrough of the other one. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I can do, like, maybe a side-by-side comparison. You know, because I don't have the audio on the other one. But I'm usually a lot better at this boss fight. I just get shaken really easily about this kind of stuff. And it helps for me to not think about it. Why? Look at how bad I'm doing. Okay, if I can't get this soon, then... you know, you guys can watch me continue to fail on this. And then I'll pull over my other attempt, which is literally, I'm not even kidding, 15 minutes ago at the most. Okay, maybe more like 20 now. See, this is what you're supposed to do. See, there you go. See, that's how I did it the first time. Instead, I am bad on recording. Well, okay, I did amazing on recording, and then... Anyways. I was saying something before this. Right, so I wanted to do it on 60 days, but due to time constraints and also trouble setting up this PS3 and general laziness, if none of the other excuses are working for you, I haven't done it until now. We're going to take this a little slow because something I said on my last one, and you're not going to be able to see my last one, well, okay, you can see my last one. I may even upload parts of it, or at least, you know, edit parts of it, so that you guys can see, is, I did not want to go underwater. I hate the underwater sections on most Sonic stages, honestly. Granted, I haven't played some of the general classified better Sonic stages that are underwater, you know, in classic era. But I'm going off of what I know, which is this zone, which I am not overly fond of. And Labyrinth Zone, which I am extremely not fond of, and it's probably like, if not my least favorite stage, tied. So another thing I mentioned is you see these grouters, whatever they're called, you know, drill hands, drill face robots. You know, there was also one in the Sonic Adventure, or not Sonic Adventure, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog TV show, which I used to love as a little kid. In the foliage, as you can see, like the green foliage is kind of in front of the stage. I saw a video by A+ Start, who does a lot of glitches in old games, and you actually can't take damage when you're behind the foliage from those things. Just as kind of a general, neat little, you know, piece of information for those of you who care. So the reason I actually hate these stages is because it used to drive me nuts. You know, like the whole drowning thing. And, you know, this, I don't have the audio, but I'm going to have to edit in a clip from the last one that I did, because it was so funny. Oh, is this one not? Okay. Sorry. I was literally about to drown, and Tails, the little CPU, came in and stole my air bubble. It was so funny, and I thought I was gonna die. I managed to like survive at the last second because I'm just pro, but it was really funny because I'm like, Tails, no. Something else I forgot to say, because I mean, like, the thing is I'm sad because that first video went so well. I'm not saying this one's going bad. I'm just saying the first one went so well, and there's so much that I can't really explain or have happen a second time, because I think you guys know, in terms of not specifically recording, but in conversation, you know, it's kind of hard to explain something that was said in context of the moment. And so there's a lot that, unfortunately, you're going to miss out on just from... Oh, come on. I'm going to have to go into this final fight with no rings. Nope, never mind. I lied to myself. So, after this zone, I'm actually going to call it quits. I did 3 zones for the last video, and that's what I'm going to do for this one. But Tails is my favorite Sonic character, and I probably would have played as him solo, because you are given that option. But as I said in the beginning of the video, first time I played through, I played as Sonic and Tails, and also just for the kind of the theme that is Sonic 2. I mean, it feels right in one player to play, at least in terms of a recording, as Sonic and Tails. I kind of am disappointed that there is no Tails and Sonic mode, and what I mean by that is you can play as either Sonic alone or Tails alone, but if you play as both, you kind of have to be Sonic with Tails following. I think it would be fun if there was a mode where it was the other way around, kind of like in Sonic Advance. Specifically 3, I don't know if they had any other ones, because 3 is the only one I've really played. But Tails is easily my favorite. I love Sonic as well, but he's not Tails to me. Yeah, so I'm doing really good this time around, other than that chemical plant zone fight. Oh my goodness, I did so bad in that one. And you know what, I'm honestly going to just upload, because I saved the other game, because it gave me that option, because I was like, oh, I recorded my audio, so I saved that game, considering it's an option. And we're just going to actually load that one up after this, because we're at the same point. It's not like there's going to be any difference. But for right now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and tune in the next little while, you know, because I'm going to be uploading again in the next 2 days for a countdown for Sonic Mania. So we're going to pause it right now, and because that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, as I already stated, because I am bad at outros. And please stay tuned, because we're going to have a lot more interesting moments like that chemical plant zone fight, especially when we come to the games that I don't know as well. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, I guess.